Check.
It worked.
It does work. Again,
So, okay.
97 seconds,
Oh.
Bays Boys podcast. Hold on, before you kick off, let me give a quick shout out. I want to give a shout out to someone who just followed us on Instagram. Here's a shout out to Youngstown Hates You for following us on Instagram.
Youngstown hates you.
Yeah.
Youngstown savage.
They are savage as fuck.
They
Check
are.
them out on Instagram. Youngstown Hates You.
So, I don't want to get off on the tangent thing of the astronaut.
No, we're
But
totally
I'm going
good.
to put a pin in that and go sideways as usual
Okay.
to the Youngstown hates you thing and Cleveland go home. What's up with the heckle? There's this heckle culture, right? And I used to kind of joke about it, and it was the first time I've ever seen anyone heckle. Somebody was in Cleveland,
Oh, okay.
and it was so confusing.
Like, you've never seen people heckling?
No, not at like a live show. I mean, I hadn't been to many live shows at all. So,
Oh, you've never
could have
seen
been
somebody
why.
from the audience like, you suck.
yeah. And I've definitely never seen a whole audience do it. And then
Jesus.
also seen like, yeah, I remember the first scene show that I went to, and these dudes were like, we're standing in the show, this band comes on, and they're from Canada.
Oh, God.
And the first thing I hear is, fuck you, Canada's a piece of shit. And I'm like,
Oh.
that guy's, maybe he's going to have some trouble because he's saying being a dick, right?
Right.
They might kick him out. Then the next guy's like, fuck you guys, go home. And I'm like,
Oh, my God.
oh, there's two of them, officer. Somebody remove this person, right? And then the next person's like, you're fucking trash ass music. And I'm like, okay. And I like looked around and I looked at somebody and I'm like, did you pay to get in here? Because I paid for a ticket. I feel like now these people have not paid and they just showed up and got in for free because they're fucking pissed and they're just screaming profanities. And it just continued through the night, dude. People were like, fuck you. But then the band, halfway through, he stops going and the band goes, all right, Cleveland, what? We all know you guys are going to heckle us. You've already started. Let's just get it out right now. People were like, Canada's full of faggots, and starts yelling, and the guy's just standing there smiling, and I'm like, I don't know. And back then, I didn't know about Canadians being friendly, so it was...
Well,
so
no, that's bullshit too, because there was a point in time where I was in Canada in a Burger King late at night,
They weren't friendly?
and they were calling us fucking flatlanders.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Is that some sort of reference to...
Yeah, being in the state that we're in, there's no mountains or hills, and we're a bunch of flatlanders. That was their insult.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
You fucking flatlanders.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't know about that. And then we went to that metal show, and fucking, here was this dude yelling about Cleveland's full of hecklers, and I'm like, yeah, you guys are. You have calmed down a little bit, maybe, or maybe I started going to more expensive shows because not a lot of that right now. But the dude brought it up like, hey, you guys, you guys are all, and he did a Youngstown thing. That's what made me think of it. He was like, we were just in Youngstown, or we were just here. Or, they said you guys, they had some shit to say about you guys. They said you guys fucking suck, and he started going. That's how he was running the crowd against. The southern
against Youngstown.
Yeah, or Southern City. I thought that was funny as fuck, though. But, which brings us to the next point about that last episode where I said international astronaut versus
National astronaut.
Right, so first of all, you go into space, there's like what? How many people have gone into space now? Like 100, if that?
Okay, it's a very small percentage.
Let's put a stupid ballpark, this is just a guess number.
1,000 people.
Real. Let's put 1,000 just to be generous.
Okay, 1,000 people.
I mean,
been to outer space.
There's still.
By the way, it's 62 miles away, and you could drive there.
Right.
And
the road.
If the world were round, you could literally build a highway straight to outer space because it would go right off the side of the Earth and into outer space.
Right.
Which just goes to prove that it's not.
So international astronaut. You go out with your friend. You're out with your buddy who you worked with, and and you meet these ladies and they're like, what do you do? And the first guy goes, I'm an international astronaut. And then she goes, what do you do? And he goes, I'm just an astronaut. And then like the girl's like, what's the difference?
Right. I had to go through 11 months of Russian training.
Right.
to be able to read Russian.
1,100 hours of fucking Russian, like, to get my fluency. Right? And now he's yoking, like, that dude's going to get picked on.
What, the national one?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't
Without a doubt, he's going to be like, dude, I'm better than you. I have one more check.
Well, okay, but along
And
those
it
lines.
is true.
Well, along those lines, here's my thing. International, right? International Space Station, right?
International spy.
Right. International Space Station, right? Everybody's supposed to be able to get along on the space station, right? Put everything aside, get along on the space station. Why do I got to be fluent in Russian when you have Chinese, Indian, and whoever else on the space station with you?
Well, they're in there. They know they're Russian too.
Oh, they got to learn Russian too?
Oh, I'm sure.
Why okay.
Well, I heard it was because of the machine.
Oh, a lot of the equipment.
That's what they were saying.
A lot of the equipment.
That's what the
pieces.
reason is.
Yeah, a lot of
That's
the
what
pieces.
the reason is, right?
Right.
And it makes sense.
And instead of
because of
building,
what you said earlier,
instead of building the equipment with English writing on it,
right,
which might have been wrong because translation of
came from
Russian
Russia,
to
so
English
why the fuck would they do that?
might be
Right.
wrong because
they don't care about us. Let's
Listen,
be honest.
I've seen those Japanese shirts that were printed in English that I'm sure it said something totally different in Japanese.
Right.
Right, but they
Right.
have English on them, and you're reading the English shirt, and you're like, "What the fuck does that even mean?"
Right.
Like tiger nut, very scream. Like, what does
Right.
that even mean? Right, but in
Right.
Japanese, I'm sure it meant something.
But all I care about is the fact that here's this fucking group of people who, again, you got less members in your group than like the Navy SEAls.
Right,
And you still found a way to say I'm better, I'm bigger, I'm badder.
Right.
How
about
crazy
that? How
is
about that
that?
Navy SEAL that became an astronaut?
Oh yeah.
Do you think he was just stayed as a national astronaut, or do you
No,
think he became
I don't
an
know.
international astronaut?
International. If they wave that carrot in front of that guy, he's gonna hop.
Okay.
There's no way.
How about this?
I don't see it in
All
his,
the guys that went to the moon,
yeah.
they were all national astronauts.
Damn.
Boom! That's all I'm saying.
Boom.
I met that one dude, Francis,
Right.
or they. No, he wasn't even. I forget his. It wasn't even Francis. It was Bean. Last name was Bean, I think. Right. That guy. He became the crazy painter who
Oh yeah.
ripped up all his patches.
There's always
and
one.
mixed them into the paint.
I'd still want one of those.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got a book
I'd
of
take
all his
that
paintings.
one. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, he autographed it.
I'd take one of those paintings in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and my man was
Fucking
like,
patch from the moon walking. Fuck yeah, dude.
And he
That
was-
is collector's fucking.
yeah, it's shredded. It was mixed into the
I
paint.
don't give a fuck.
And my man was
It's
like,
certifiable. We're good to go.
he was like, fucking NASA wouldn't give me any space dust, any moon dust to mix in with my paints.
Right.
So I took my patches from my spacesuit and shredded them
Right.
and mixed them into the paint. Fuck them. I still got it done.
That's the American way.
He was pissed. He was mad about that.
That's dirty.
He was mad about that.
I'd be mad too.
Well, he
I
wasn't
also would have been just saying smart enough to bring some back for myself.
right in a
Not
Ziploc
poking
baggie.
the bear,
You're right. Hiding.
but
Yeah, but you know what? One of those narcs that was going through your spacesuit when you got back.
bro, nobody's
found your
going through my
stash.
shit the minute I get back. I'm keeping my shit. You're not using it again.
Yeah,
I'm
found.
going right into my room, stripping myself down, get the fuck away from me, and that shit goes in a locker, gets locked up, and then I go out and have my drinks.
No, they had to be in. No, man. When they came back
I
and landed in
know.
the ocean, they put them in decontamination chambers
I
because they
know.
thought they had
But
space viruses.
But still,
But still.
I know they're waiting for the alien to pop out the chest. I
right,
get it.
Right.
But still,
Which still freaks me out.
I would
because
just
in
wear
the,
that, dude.
the
I would
original movie Alien,
right.
my man had a face hugger on his face for like 9 hours, and he was like, wakes up, and they're like, "Hey, man, how do you feel? You
You're
want to come?
good?
You want to
You're
come to dinner?"
Yeah.
right. To my
Done
man.
giving him a blowy?
Yeah,
You
right.
cool?
And then my man's eating dinner with him, and then the alien pops out of his
Right.
chest at the dinner table.
But I'm saying though, I would have just kept that fucking costume on.
You called it a
Indefinitely.
costume. This spacesuit is not a fucking costume.
Bro, to
However,
a person who doesn't understand what it's for other than oxygen, it's a costume. It may as well be a costume.
okay.
That's all I'm saying. Because I don't go anywhere
look,
where
if
there's no
you-
oxygen, so
Right.
it's a costume to me.
Right. If you saw the first spacesuit,
Might be.
You might call it a
Might be,
cosplay
might be
suit.
a word.
You might call
Ooh.
it, dude.
Ooh.
That first one. If you're ever in Washington D.C. and you're at the Aeronautical Space Museum and you get a chance to see that first spacesuit that they used, it looks
Yeah.
like me and Tommy Skelly made it in a shop somewhere.
Yes. Vintage.
Well, that's why when I talked to the astronaut, I was like, "Bro, I just saw the spacesuit you fuckers used.
Right.
Like before you stepped out of that hatch and you went onto the moon.
Did you
What
wonder
the
if there
fuck
were any
was going through your
leaks?
right? What was going through your mind? You were hoping that rubber cement was going to hold together.
Fuck, dude. Fuck.
Look, I look at the stuff that Daddy Elon made
Right.
for the spacesuits that those guys are using now.
Oh, they probably look like high tech fucking.
They look like skin suits. Yeah,
Space-inators.
man. They're like
Right.
space suits. They're like skin suits.
They
They're,
look. Do they look like the Halo champion? That's what I imagine.
no,
they
no,
look
no,
like.
no, man. They're super ergonomical and slim fitting and
Right.
totally different than those big behemoth things that they were falling over on the moon on.
Jesus.
Yeah. You're like, oh, this is what tech does.
Again, though,
But you know what the biggest issue with the spacesuit is, right?
elite group
Oh, it's super elite group.
and making fun of each other.
Oh, I guarantee
Horrible.
they do.
Horrible.
Oh, how come you didn't make the last launch? Well, why'd I end up
What's
with your
that?
seat?
Your intestine came out of your fucking abs and you had to go get surgery? Ha ha, sucker.
How did I end up with your seat, loser?
Right. Oh, man.
But you want to talk about an elite group, right? Look at the elite group of people Daddy Elon put together to send to Mars.
What's up with those guys? How many people? Is that really happening?
No, he's already selected a crew.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah,
To send people to Mars.
yeah.
The first shipment of people.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, they did this a while ago.
They already
they-
sent them?
No, they haven't sent them to Mars. They
Oh.
selected them.
Right.
They were average people.
Get the fuck out of here.
And they had to have certain qualifications, like you had to have,
I
this.
hope they had a skill set, for fuck's sake.
Dude, look, they had a huge thing. Huge thing. There's a whole documentary on how they selected the people. There was like 6 or 8 of them.
Oh, hell no.
Oh yeah.
8 fucking people the rest of your life?
And they're like, by the way, this is pretty much a one-way ticket. Right? Oh, you're probably not going to make it back.
No way, bro. This
100%.
is wild.
100%.
Is
Dude,
that
they
the
have
time that we live in?
look, they can get you there. Here, all right, so here are the technical issues. Mars is only close enough to Earth to make that trip once every 2 years.
No.
Oh yeah. That's its closest point to Earth. It's a 6-month flight. Is every 2 years. So, if you make it and you land and you start setting up everything that needs to be set up, how are they going to get you back? Oh.
I don't know.
Would you volunteer for a one-way trip to Mars?
No. I ain't trying to die of cabin fever. I got shit to do.
Right. There's a lot of technical issues they still haven't worked out.
Right. Look, just because we don't believe in houses by choice doesn't mean that we still don't want to exercise that choice when we need to exercise it. That shit is crazy as fuck.
Yep, but they already picked them. And they were like ordinary people.
Their psych test, they pass everything.
Oh yeah.
That's wild.
And then they started training them from the ground up.
Oh, good. Good. This is what you're going to learn in Mars. And then they're going to get there, and that dude from Instagram is going to be throwing dirt for him. Hey, guys.
Oh, are you talking about the guy
Yeah,
on
who does
Instagram
the
who said
I'm-
he's already on fucking Mars?
Right.
Right.
Hey, guys, here's some dirt.
Those pictures are pretty damn convincing.
They're scary convincing.
They are.
They're not super
Here's my
whatever,
thought.
but whatever he's doing is
My man
pretty
is out on the
ridiculous.
Arabian Peninsula somewhere
right.
where you get those deep red sunsets and all that other wild shit, and it's nothing
Right.
but desert and mountains.
Right. And
That's-
he figured out, he put on a space glove, fucking changed a background,
Yeah.
and somehow kept the light. And I'm just like,
That's
oh,
how
this
that's
is
going down.
creepy as fuck.
I don't even know what the guy's page was.
It does
is.
trick your brain, though.
Oh yeah.
It's like
It looks
convincing
pretty
enough to trick
fucking
your...
realistic.
Right.
By the way, did you see those videos I sent you of from the Mars rover, and it's finding all kinds of weird shit on the surface?
No,
Oh yeah. That's from NASA's website. You're welcome.
they're fake. Those video game chump motherfuckers sitting around drinking, smoking blunts, and fucking just talking about, haha, I graduated from MIT and this is what we do now.
This is what we do now.
Right.
Right.
Come on,
right.
bro. They don't make any sense. We've all seen the movies.
Yeah.
Where are they getting the funding from?
Daddy Elon?
NASA?
I don't know.
Right.
NASA's-
NASA's just this magical place that makes rockets and sends people out. And
They don't even do that
and
anymore.
That's
They
what I'm
don't
saying.
even. They subcontract.
They couldn't contain themselves, so now they have Daddy Elon and the guy who started selling college books from his garage.
Yeah. Oh,
is-
Bezos.
Right.
Well, he didn't. He tried to sue NASA, right?
No. for
Bezos
what?
tried to sue NASA because he didn't get the contract, and he got mad that
What contract?
to run all the government spaceships, and Daddy Elon got it.
First of all, who would let either one of those? Well, who would let Bezos run what? Why would Bezos?
Bezos got involved in the space shit after Elon Musk did. It's an ego. I'm 100% convinced it was an ego thing.
Okay.
Right? He gets involved, says, I'm going to build this giant dick rocket. I'm going to go to outer space. I'm going to take, my buddies up to outer space, blah, 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 blah. And then he wanted to be the guy to go to Mars. He wanted to have the resupply for the
Okay.
International Space Station
Okay.
and do all that.
Okay.
And NASA was like, no, we're going to give it to Elon Musk. And then he tried to turn around and sue them.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd that go for him?
It did not go for him.
I'm
NASA
gonna
was,
sue. I'm gonna
the government was pretty much like, you could sit down now.
Right. I'm gonna sue you for not hiring me for you. For you motherfucker. I'm coming for you. All three of yous.
Right.
The one that didn't hire me.
Right.
The one that I'm
Well,
suing.
You know what happened is everybody who was responsible for turning down his contract, their fucking Amazon Prime got canceled the next day.
Oh my god.
They're
I can't
banned from
watch the
Amazon.
new Tom Clancy show.
You're banned from Amazon. Sorry.
That's horrible. No more. What is that Amazon thing when they send you stuff for free, or how they have shipping for free? No more free shipping. From
Dude, I saw a
Amazon.
video. They were talking about using drones to deliver Amazon packages.
Yeah.
I saw a video of Walmart using drones.
Jesus.
They were launching drones
Yo.
with packages.
How long till drone pilot is a job that you can get at Walmart?
Right.
Ooh.
Or I think they're just automated drones though.
Oh, that's scarier than fucking what I just said.
Right.
Which
What
one's
if-
more scary?
What if
Hey,
it
I
drops
got
the
up-
package on your fucking roof, right?
What's that? The TV's being delivered.
It's up on the fucking roof.
Right.
Dude, if you drop my fucking 57-inch fucking TV that looks like a picture frame on my fucking roof,
Right.
we're having some issues.
want
Because
you to test
when
the
I get that
TV,
broken
drop it on
thing
the
off
roof.
the fucking roof, I'm gonna take a catapult and shoot it through the front door of your
Dude,
store.
Do you ever feel like because you're not playing with all this tech that it's passing you by?
No, because I can
No.
go out and buy a drone tomorrow and learn how to fly that thing
Right.
without a pilot's license. It's not until you get into giant drones that you gotta
Right.
get the
I
pilot's
wouldn't
license.
even get it. I would just fly that bitch without it.
You would just say,
I
fuck that.
give zero fucks about their pilot's
Okay.
license, bro. About
And
to be like Peter Pan, just flying around doing whatever we want.
Didn't we just already talk about Peter Pan? Like, Peter Pan's probably the bad
Oh
guy.
yeah, you made him the bad guy. We got to switch. Who we switching to?
Captain Hook was the good guy in that
Well,
story.
We switch to Captain Hook now. We're just gonna look weird. So we're gonna have to
No, we were always on Captain Hook's side. You
Oh,
you
right.
just forgot that shit.
We gotta go do Captain Hook shit with our fucking giant drone.
Right.
Right.
Anyway, but yeah, see, Captain Hook's going to save the kids
We're-
from being kidnapped by Peter Pan.
We're gonna. Okay. It's going dark again.
It got
No.
dark.
We're gonna need the drone to do our Guam video.
Oh, yeah, without
so
a doubt.
we'll have to speak to people about.
What if we took giant drones and hooked it to the four corners of Guam and they just hovered and
Ooh,
it kept
that's a
it
good
from
idea.
capsizing?
That's a good idea. If we get some of those ocean fans, we can put those in next to it to help give it a little bit more lift too.
Oh, underneath it?
Yes.
Yeah,
We
I
just
like
need
that.
those big ocean fans, or those big land fans. We'll put them in the ocean.
The land fans that
Yeah,
keep
they
global
keep the
warming down
global
because they
warming
cool the
down.
earth. They're all over the place now.
I'm just.
They're
not,
all over the place.
I'm
those
just
big,
not
those
sure
big
if that and
giant
the
fans.
snorkel stories on the same level. I'm not 100% sure because at least one could be confusing. I'm not. I don't know.
All those giant windmills are there to cool the earth down from global warming.
I don't know.
Or allegedly.
I'm not-
allegedly.
I'm not.
Allegedly. I do have to make a retraction.
Hey, oh
I do
boy.
have to make a retraction.
Oh, brother.
This is from way back, so we're
Okay.
going to dig way back. Remember,
All
I
the
was
way in the
talking
back.
about one of the most isolated places on the planet Earth was this
Yeah.
island.
Yeah. Snake Island.
No, that's a totally different isolated
Yeah.
place.
Same thing.
No, this is
Nobody
totally
there.
different. There's another place that's even more isolated
Okay.
than that. Not
Where's
Snake
that?
Island, but the other island I was talking about.
Where's that?
It's in the Atlantic, Southern Atlantic Ocean. All right,
Okay.
or maybe Southern Pacific. I forget.
Is there a house there? If there's one single house there,
There's 40 people living on it.
holy shit.
Yep, that's it.
How do you find a date?
You're kind of screwed.
No.
There's only 40 people living
You
there.
can't move anybody onto the island because then they'll go crazy being on it.
It's underneath the British Empire.
So it's like owned by the Brits?
The Brits
Is that
own
what
it.
you're saying?
It's called Pitcairn Island.
Really?
Yeah. So you remember the movie Mutiny on the Bounty?
No.
There's a pirate, an old, seagoing vessel movie about a mutiny that took place
Okay.
on the USS or the MSS, whatever the British HMS Bounty.
Okay.
All right. Long story short, this ship was sent out to collect fruit and bring it back to the Caribbean to feed slaves, blah, blah, blah. They were out in Tahiti. They went like 11 months at sea. They ended up on Tahiti for 5 months. They refitted the ship and they started going again, right?
All right.
The crew flips out and says, we're not doing that, right?
Okay.
Because the crew members fell in love with these Tahitian women and they brought these Tahitian women on board with them to take back to old Merry England and some of their family members, right? And on their journey back, they had a mutiny. And they took the captain and 8 of his lackeys, put them on a lifeboat with some water and a compass and said, best of luck to you.
Jeez.
And set them free
That's no good.
out in the middle of the fucking ocean, right?
Having trouble.
Well, now they're like, fuck, we just committed a mutiny. If the British Empire finds out, they're going to kill us all, right? And they're looking at these maps and they're like, well, where do we go? And it turns out some of these Tahitians that they had on board the ship
Mm-hmm.
were great navigators. And they're like, your fucking map is wrong. There's an island right here that we know about.
Right.
You're like, what? They're like, yeah, there's this island. So they sail to the island and burn the ship.
Okay. Makes sense.
Get off the ship and burn it so there'd be no evidence.
Smart, I guess.
But now this
One way
entire
to be on an
crew
island.
and all these women and everybody are stuck on the most desolate island on the entire planet,
Jesus.
out in the middle of the ocean. And the people that live currently on the island are descendants of those mutineers.
Right. So there's that.
11 generations.
Holy shit.
11 generations later.
This is like that movie with the banjo all over again.
Right?
He was dating my cousin,
So I had to go get him,
so I had to go get him.
bring him back.
Fuck.
Now he's with me again.
Fuck. And he's
Yeah.
not going nowhere.
So they're all British citizens, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
It takes like 5 days to get there,
Of course it does.
right?
Gives you a lot of time to think about what the fuck you're doing.
Right, like on the ocean, like 5
Right.
days sailing to get there.
No, I'm good on that.
Yeah, these people had to fly from wherever to California to Tahiti. Got on a boat in 5 days from Tahiti to get to this island,
Jesus.
right? And they spent like a week there. And 40 residents. They said all the young people are leaving the island. They want to go. They want to go somewhere else. They don't want to be here anymore. And so the population's getting older and dwindling. And the British government's concerned about what they're
Well,
going to do, whether they can keep this island open
All
or
they
not.
got to do is hold interviews for people to move there and people will go.
You think?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Most isolated
That's-
island on
oh,
the
dude.
entire world?
Yeah. Because, I mean, how many people do you think there's not even know about the island?
Well, that's true too.
Right?
You know what was really interesting is while they were there, they took them down these cliffs by the ocean,
Yeah.
and there are these Polynesian carvings in the rock on the
Wow.
side of the island that had been there for like 2,000 years.
Yeah. That's
1,000
crazy.
years, 2,000 years. That's their guess. Like Polynesians, people forget the fucking Polynesians went everywhere.
Right.
I mean, it's wild. So I have to again. I'm recanting. Pitcairn Island, Pictairn Island, is probably one of the most desolate islands or places on the entire planet, and the
Next
hardest to get
Snake
to.
Island.
Yeah, but nobody fucking wants to go to Snake Island.
Yeah, somebody does. They're just too stupid and poor to get there.
With all what with the Lancehead Vipers or
Fuck
whatever it
that
was.
Shit.
And how many did we say were per square foot?
I don't know.
It was like
like 5.
5 per square
Yeah.
foot,
No,
and
I'm
we
good on
estimated
that.
there was something like
2 million.
2 million
snakes
snakes on
thing or
that
some
island?
shit.
Yeah, there's no reason to go to that island.
There is if you're gonna play napalm.
Oh yeah, well if you napalm the entire island, and that wouldn't even get rid of all of them.
No, because they'd all be back.
Right, because
the
they
next
all
season because they'd come out from the ground.
did come out from the ground where they have all their
Nasty
layers.
motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, you'd have to flood that island
Nasty
with seawater.
motherfuckers. Oh, and then you just have sea snakes. That's gross too. I don't want anything to do with any of that.
Nothing to do with that stuff.
Got me thinking about a treasure island and a boat thing, but now I can't. Oh, you remember that movie with DiCaprio about the beach, called The Beach?
Yeah, out in Malaysia somewhere.
Yeah, that's what it'd be like. A bunch of people wanting to think they could get somewhere that's going to be some beautiful, untouched, whatever. The minute that fad comes on, there'll be a bunch of people trying to move there. Young kids from the UK trying to escape the man.
The man and go live on this desolate island.
Right.
Look, it's like,
Dude, what are you going to eat?
it
from
has
that
like
fucking
200-foot
island, bro?
cliffs all the way
Right.
around the island.
Right. What are you going to eat from that fucking that island? Fish? You're going to fish every day?
Yeah, so they
You're
get
going to
fishing.
die of fucking mercury poisoning.
Right, they get fishing, and they have a grocery store where they bring in food, and everybody grows their own food on
They
the
have a
island.
grocery store where they bring in food for 40 motherfucking people.
Yeah.
Come on, dog. When you go to the grocery store, you know what happens? Hey, yeah, your load came in Tuesday? Yeah. Oh, John must have made it here and bought all the fucking beer, huh? Because there's no beer left. Right? One motherfucker. Right?
Like the town drunk.
Because they're not bringing in droves of every kind of alcohol. What do they do with all the shit they're not going to use? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess you'd have to get creative and figure out how to make like banana liquor or something.
right? But you get what I'm saying? You show up, you're like,
Oh,
hey,
dude, they
hey.
did show. They did have lots of liquor.
right?
They showed all these bottles of liquor and stuff.
Hey, do you have any toilet paper?
And beer?
No, Jen, she's got a flu bug. She bought it all this week. There'll be no more toilet paper for the week. Like-
and we're not getting another shipment for 2 months.
Right, bro.
And that's what the dude would say. Like sometimes
what
we'd
I'm
go
saying.
3
I'm like,
months without a resupply.
Fuck that. And there it is. You see, reality sets in. It's no longer a comedy podcast.
And they're like, listen, nobody goes without here. Everybody grows food. Everybody helps each other out,
Mhm.
right?
everybody
plus
grows their own weed.
Yeah, we have our grocery store,
Right.
right?
We have our grocery store, right? Fuck out of here.
Here's my question: what do you do for a fucking living there?
You don't.
What kind
you
of-
don't.
What kind of and how do you pay?
You don't. That's a good. Yeah. See, you don't. I don't
Maybe
understand it.
there's only hold on. Maybe there's only like $10,000 in money on the island, right? How do you pay for things?
How do you get a job?
What's your job?
Can you get internet access?
Well,
I'm doubting they don't. I'm doubting they have FireWire and all that other shit. Fancy.
well, now that you got Daddy Elon and you have
Oh, maybe you do. Have
what's
satellite.
his satellite
I
system
have
called?
no idea. Is it called something cool?
Yeah, I forget.
I feel
now,
like
my
we
God.
should be buying Daddy Elon stock.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got that
If I buy a
internet.
bunch of it, though, he'll just die. So
That
there's-
internet based on satellite internet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I like that. I'll take that.
and it works anywhere in the world.
What?
Hell yeah, because it's all based off satellites.
Daddy Elon is scary. Please stop.
No, I can't wait for his cell phone to come out. The
I
Tesla
know.
phone.
Yeah,
It's going to be a sat phone.
yeah. I'm kind of stoked about that.
People are going to be like, oh, it's going to be, it's going to be. Let's say he's smart, right? And his cell phone comes out cheaper
Let's
than
just
everybody
say-
else.
Yeah.
He comes out with a cheaper cell phone with more features, and you got to pay more money for the subscription service because it's a fucking sat phone. Everybody would do it anyway,
Yes.
right?
This is America.
$150 a month for your phone, but your phone
Will
will
never
work.
not work.
Will never not work.
Right. Again, you'll never drop another call.
You'll always get your text messages.
Right. Your wife can never say she missed it for the 6th hour in a row on a Friday night.
Right. Listen, when your porn movies won't lag anymore.
Right. Mid fap, you catch your neighbor in the window.
I'm just saying, no more lagging in any videos that you're watching or any gaming that you're doing.
I like the I thought about the Sony phone. I mean, I wouldn't get it, but that would be a beautiful phone to have. Sony makes good stuff.
I'm gonna keep.
But I do want the Tesla phone. or
I'm
whatever
gonna.
you
I'm
call
gonna
it.
keep my garbage ass phone until
yeah.
the Tesla phone gets released.
Right.
And I'm just gonna roll over to Tesla.
Comes already installed with Twitter. If you buy the phone, you get a year's Blue Mark subscription for free.
You're checkmarked as a verified. Oh,
yeah.
you know what a slap in the face that would be to all those
Oh,
people who
I
are
hope they
bitching
do
about
it.
their $8 a month.
I hope they do it.
That would be amazing.
$8 a month. That's one cup of coffee at Starbucks.
Right.
It's fucking
Right.
crazy that people
And all
complain
these
about
ultra
that.
rich people are complaining
Right.
that I don't want. Why should I have to pay to be verified? You've got more money than God. What do you care
Right.
about 8?
You buy
Again.
9 cups of $10 coffee a day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Nobody
Well,
wants to drink that piss
And listen,
water.
his tweets are just savage. His tweets are just savage. I just Ocasio-Cortez was complaining like, "Oh, it's funny that a billionaire's, saying freedom of speech is $8 a month," and he just replied, "Thank you for your input, and I'll pay."
Right. I love them, man. We got to get her hoodies.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. Here's another chick who's a millionaire, Ocasio-Cortez, talking about freedom of speech, $8 a month. This is bullshit. Yet she's selling her like free speech hoodie for like $58 fucking dollars.
She got arrested by ghost handcuffs. When she got the ghost handcuffs on, you know she's a criminal.
Dude, that's fucked up when they put the ghost cuffs on
Right.
you.
They didn't even need physical cuffs. Them boys knew that she was so fucked up. She was like, she's going to have ghost cuffs on it. Do you want me to cuff her, Sarge? No. Putting the ghost cuffs on this one.
Yeah, this one's wild.
This one's going to cuff herself mentally for us as we walk her back to the car. Can you imagine?
Thank you for restraining yourself with the ghost cuffs to
Right.
keep from going crazy.
Right.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Saving us, protecting us. We
Oh,
feel
yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Nobody in their right fucking mind. Like,
You've never had ghost cuffs?
Nobody. Right, exactly.
Like, why am I being cuffed? Why are you doing
Exactly.
this to me?
You're not being cuffed. I am cuffed. I'm cuffed now. No, you're not, sir.
I
Right
can
now.
feel them. I can feel
Right.
them.
They're getting tighter. What?
Listen these cuffs up.
Fuck, dude. I just
Look, if y'all don't believe us, just Google ghost cuffs.
right. You'll find everything you need.
I-
Also, if you don't believe in ghost cuffs, just get your buddy, get a pair of cuffs and have him slap those on you, and that's what ghost cuffs feels like. If you don't believe in it, you can
I'm
get
not.
the other
We
side.
are not fucking responsible for what you find when you Google search
Ghost cuffs.
Ghost cuffs.
Ghost cuffs. We need to sell some ghost cuffs.
Oh, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what you're gonna find.
I know what we're gonna sell. Just, send us some money and here's your package. What's that? There was nothing in your package? No, I'm sorry. You dropped your ghost cuffs. You can't find them? Yes, that's your fault. You're a fucking idiot. They're somewhere in your house. Motherfucker. Go and find them. There's no refund.
You know what that reminds me of?
You
You know what that reminds me of? There's a guy in the back of a magazine that was selling solar-powered clothes dryers,
right.
and it was $25. And
Yes.
fucking thousands
Yes.
of people sent him $25. You know what he sent him?
Yeah.
20
Fucking
foot of clothesline.
I like it. That's perfect. Then when they get their ghost cuffs, they got to buy the warranty in case they lose them. $300. And,
We'll send
if
them
you
another
lose them,
pair.
we'll send you another pair.
It's like the
Same
insurance.
package.
it's
What's
like-
that? You lost them again? You put your hand in and you lost them?
Thank God you got the insurance.
Thank God you got the insurance. We'll send you another envelope out immediately. Immediately.
I love it. I love it.
You bought 6 pairs and the same envelope showed up? It's fine. They're compact.
So if you want your pair of ghost cuffs, go ahead and go to basebasement.com.
Right.
Email us, and you can
We'll send you your fucking
where it says support the podcast.
Yeah.
Click and it's $25 for a pair of ghost cuffs.
Right. $300 for the insurance.
$300 for the insurance.
So when you lose them, which you will,
you will.
we'll
We'll send you out another pair immediately.
right.
Just hit us up. Hit us up for those ghost cuffs. Oh God.